Well, I've been doing this for 28 years, so I've had a lot of interesting cases, a lot of important cases over time. But I still remember a case that I had, and this is I probably talking about it on a podcast is not very helpful because I don't think there'll ever be another one exactly like it. But I once represented a pair of carpenters who were at a farm doing a job in the middle of Iowa, and they offended the farmer's 40-year-old son who lived there, and that led to a fist fight, which then led to the farmer's son going into the house and getting a gun and shooting one of the carpenters as he was running away. And so
Wow.
yeah. So I remember that case against the farmer and his son for many reasons. One, I had to do the deposition of the son while he was in prison. Two, is the farmer himself wanted to fight me during his deposition, and the one of the other lawyers involved, who's now an Iowa Court of Appeals judge, was reciting everything that happened into the record because he came across the table at me and I stood up. And so she's just repeating, okay, the deponent has stood up and is leaning across the table at plaintiff's counsel. Plaintiff's counsel has got up and is and it was just
it's but listen to commentary of a boxing match or something.
Yes. But I'll tell you, in trial, the most memorable thing that happened was so luckily for my client, the gun involved was a .22 pistol, so not a super powerful weapon. And he got shot in the butt as he was running away. And so there were, he had 4 bullets that were all in the butt. So we got the X-ray, where they identified where the bullets were. This is obviously this is like over 20 years ago. So, now you'd be doing it all digitally. We got a negative of it, so you could see the where the bullets were, but it was what's called a pelvic image. So, it shows the pelvis. So you can see, where the bullets lodged. And so I lifted up that negative to the jury, and every man on the jury crossed his legs defensively as they saw where the bullets landed. And so that I tried that case. I think I had been out 4 years, and I had just tried it right before my 5th year law school reunion. So I remember going back to the reunion, and everybody was talking about the cases that they were doing, and I had the best story.
And I'm sure that jury they still tell the story of that case to this day. How did that case land on your desk?
I think it was a referral to our firm. So it was a local lawyer who they reached out. But how it landed on my desk is gravity goes downhill, right? So the two guys who founded the firm are just like, hey Tim, why don't you go out to Poweshiek County and try this case for a week?
Oh, that's a fantastic. I've heard some good ones, and that's definitely up there as one of the more interesting ones. Well, Tim, I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining the Law Firm Brand Builders podcast. And if you ever need anything, we're right here for you. And if anybody needs to find you, where can they find you?
Well, our URL is fightingforfairness.com. And as you mentioned, I am an active LinkedIn user. I post every week, and my goal when I post on LinkedIn is to be interesting, educational, or entertaining to other lawyers. And so I only, like I said, I only post about once a week, so I'm not going to overwhelm you with posts, but usually it's about a lesson that I learned either in a trucking case that I'm working on or a lesson I learned as a law firm owner.
Love it. Well, Tim, thanks so much.
Thank you.